Wellllllllcome Back. It's Thursday, the 16th of June.
So humid.
Ugh, it's so stuffy in this bag. Oh god, yeah. Raph, it's humid, right? It's humid. And he's in a bag. In a train filled with people. And it's clearly underground. Oh dear god, it'd be horrendous. Now for today's train news. Today's headlines are... Shady drug deals in Shibuya. Is the same organization behind both this and the extortions? Alongside the phishing scams that have been on the rise, this may be their source of funding. Restaurant factory fire. A worker from the restaurant giant, Haniriya? How close was I? Was arrested for arson. Though he admits to the charges, he claims to not know why he did it. This industry is raising eyebrows. Or burning them off. What? Oh yeah, something weird happened in food service before, right? Some employee cooking naked? We've all done that. Hurts when you get oil on you. With all these extortions and scams, this world's really messed up. Yeah, it is. Ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum ba-dum.
I don't get it.
I saw Najima arguing with the principal about the mafia or something. What was that all about? I heard her older sister's involved with the investigation. Maybe she's just trying to play detective too. You kidding me? I can't handle the student council president with no focus. There she is with the eyes. Her eyes are always... I think it's not so much the size of the eyes. It's her pupils small. Like she doesn't have the iris aspect. It's just like her actual... Like there's too much white in her eye compared to everyone else. I don't know what that signifies. Is there some kind of trope around that? In regards to eyes and what they look like, the size of the iris and the pupil and stuff like that. So someone let me know if there's something to that I'm missing there. Just curious. Just let me know if that's a thing. Boom, 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 boom. After school?
Okay, we're all here.
Are we? Oh yeah.
There sure are a lot of high schoolers during the day. They must be targeting them somehow.
Finding the specifics may be difficult. With such a crowd, the odds are against us.
We have to do this.
Right, we're gonna grab him by the tail.
You should head over to Central Street, like we planned yesterday.
Sweet, let's get going. Let me know if you find any shady people.
All right, let's go. Just as we planned.
But I was enjoying the music, Morgana. Can I not enjoy the music? Fine, we'll go with this new music.
We might end up running into the mafia. Be ready for anything.
Hey guys, have you seen the mafia around? Oh, maybe we shouldn't say that. No. That would be bad. Hello.
Hello.
Are you investigating here with your friends today? I hope something comes of it. I'll be counting on you. Is she following us? No, that can't be. She is. She clearly is.
Hey, aren't you interested in all the hottest brand names? We're having a special sale just over there. How about you go take a peek?
We ordered way too much, so I have a ton left over. My boss will kill me if I go back to him with all these extras. Look, I'll sell them to you for cheap. What do you say?
What should we do? It depends on the price, wouldn't you say?
Hey, what about you? These are unforgettable deals.
Unforgettable, you say? I'm busy.
Well, that's disappointing. Come back if you change your mind.
Come on, the shop's right around here. How about you come take a look?
Seems like some kind of sale. You probably shouldn't bother.
What's wrong, kid? Don't see guys like me very often. Want a part-time job? Is that supposed to be some kind of password? I have no idea what you're talking about. I haven't been here so long. Try talking to someone else. Don't play dumb with me. Confusing me with someone else. I've got a friend around here. Sometimes I see him in the alleyway across the way. I don't think he's there today. I've been to the station. Go there if you want to see him.
I see.
Maybe this other person would know something. Apparently he's near the train station. So let's go take a look over there. What is that from? Like, I'm sure there's something like a show or a movie where it's like there's an underground network of information via basically people who. But I'm assuming like is it man wearing a hat? It's like just on his position stuff. Like could potentially be homeless or down on his luck or something like that. Like, what's he doing here if not like at the bins? Like, are you just like, it could be like one of the, oh, what are they called? Like people who go like dumpster diving. Could be one of them looking for some kind of deals or stuff, I suppose. But still, the idea of like there's a network, an underground network of people who speak to each other and stuff, and it's like, you just don't pay attention to them. Like they went with the idea of children in Game of Thrones or Song of Fire and Ice. So that has a similar context of you don't pay attention to them when they're there, that they're listening in on what you're saying. Miss President's here. I walked past her at the station. Is she keeping an eye on us? Maybe. Guess she's curious about all of this. Let's just ignore if she's not getting in our way. More importantly, how are things on your end, guys? Nothing so far. I'm going to try staking out the underground walkway. And I'll come check around the Inagami line. Guess I'll get there from the underground. I will gather some intel in the underground shopping mall as well. Please continue on your end, Ren.
Everyone's really going about this seriously. They're definitely worthy of being Phantom Thieves. We can't fall behind either. Let's look for that homeless man.
Oh, there we go. That's probably why I thought he was homeless, because I knew it was connected to the homeless man, so... Yeah, it's like a network of... Was that a pigeon that made that noise? It was like a network of, homeless people who gathered information.
Oh.
You seem to be working hard. Did you find any clues? I'm looking for someone. Try to find a homeless person. That's a good idea. And they would know a lot of what goes on in this town. I'm just still trying to figure it out, what I'm thinking of. Haven't seen any here. I would bet there are some in the underground area. Underground? I don't like the idea of it. We should go check it out. I think it was. Should be a shopping mall. I don't think that's it. We'll try the underground walkway then. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, like, maybe we could see something with our third eye, you know. Oh, what's with that scary look on your face? You have something to say to me, just say it. You in the mafia? No, I want a part-time job. A part-time job? You're not talking about some ordinary job, huh? Take my advice. Don't do it. It'll squeeze every last penny out of you with threats and extortion. Some of my friends have fallen victim to their schemes. That mafia is evil, I tell you. How do I meet them? It'll come to you eventually if you walk around the area around now. But just so you know who to avoid, I'll teach you how to tell them apart from normal people. Use some weird phrases, code words, you know. That's how they communicate with each other. Anyway, watch out if you hear any of that stuff. They'll try to come for you, even during the day. They're relentless when it comes to targeting teens. How's it going? Have you found anything? Maybe a little. Ah, so you grasped something already. Has to be expected of someone like you, Ren. Why don't we just go over the intel we've gathered so far? I'll start. Supposedly some guy near the access way talking about some kind of strong drugs. I'm not counting on anything, but I'll go check it out. As for me, I heard about someone soliciting a high-paying job in the station plaza. Apparently they're mostly targeting girls. I'd go see what it's all about. On my end, I heard there are people saying strange things in the back alley near the arcade. Something about ice and vegetables, and something about snow tomorrow. I will go observe just in case. The arcade is on Central Street, correct?
Alright. We should do what we can to help them out. I have no idea which of these leads are real. Try going to the most suspicious sounding place.
The most suspicious sounding place. Alright, let's... Where is the most suspicious sounding place? Let's just go back out here. Where am I anyway? Wait, that comes out that side? That just feels incredibly weird. Feels incredibly weird. There's on. Wondering what the commotion was there. 500,000 yen for just one video. You may even get more if you're popular. Oh, dear. I can do videos. Huh? You want to be in one of our videos? Guess I can't say there's no demand, but our company only hires girls. Sorry.
Hey!
In a video? What kind of job is that? Don't ask. I guess that doesn't have anything to do with drugs. It must not be him. Right, let's head on over to Central Street. Because I think it's here. I don't think it's you guys. I think it's down here, isn't it?
Hello? Have you made any progress toward finding the boss?
Things are going well.
That's good to hear.
Hey, you two got some time? I have a great job for you. It's real easy. Guess you could call it a delivery job.
It seems we didn't have to look very hard in the end.
You're high schoolers, yeah? Don't you want something more than just your allowances?
By delivery, do you mean that of suspicious materials?
Huh, you're a funny girl.
So, you won't answer me. Then I was right.
Huh? What's up with you anyways? Why are you asking all these questions, huh?
Violence is not the answer.
It was all a joke. Why would I get worked up over some dumb kids? Anyways, I can't hang. See ya.
If you don't want to deal with us, we could always go see your boss ourselves.
You really gonna say that knowing who he is? No way I believe that. Well, I'm out of here. You guys are annoying me.
I'm pretty sure he's part of the mafia we're looking for.
Let's go after him.
I think we should get some proof before we do that. I tried to trick him into saying something, but he dodged all the traps I was laying down. By the way, thanks for standing up for me. I'm going to go now.
That boss seems tricky. And it looks like he taught his subordinates well, too. No wonder the police are having trouble catching him. Anyway, you have some serious guts. You didn't back down at all against that hooligan. Though we still didn't end up with any new information. Let's stop here for today.
How about it? Want to meet up? You guys can decide. No, I'm not gonna be in charge forever. Do you think it's safe though? We did ask tons of people and there's a chance we're getting followed. Just to be safe, we should refrain from doing anything to make ourselves stand out. The sun will be setting soon, so let us disband for today and report on our findings tomorrow. Why don't we meet at karaoke tomorrow? We can talk in private and it'll be cheap after school. Ah, that must be what they call hustle hour. Dude, it's muscle hour? Wait, is that wrong too? Hello, happy hour. Muscle hour just sounds sweaty. Anyway, see you guys at karaoke tomorrow. Karaoke! Yeah, I'm gonna put on my singing. Sing some Baka mitai. You know, we got today to deal with though.
It's an unknown number.
It happens.
Hello, this is Nijima. Makoto, Nijima.
Hello.
Thanks for earlier.
How'd you get my number?
I dug it up.
That's illegal.
I realize I'm apologizing after the fact, but
You've broken the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence.
just didn't feel right keeping it from you, so... That's all. Bye.
That was it?
You talking to a woman? I heard her voice.
Oh, I talk to many women, mate.
Speaking of, some girl called looking for you around noon. Said she's the class president. Said she's got something that belongs to you.
Oh my.
She seemed to know you, so I gave her your number.
Ah, there we go.
She must have looked up LeBlanc's address trying to contact you.
Yeah, it's that sort of thing like, oh, it's not so bad that she, like, ended up getting our mobile number. It makes sense if he's given it, like, that's fair enough. Then she's letting us know we've got it, that's fine. She still used a piece of information to find out where we were, though, so.
That Nijima sure is thorough. Then again, she called you just to apologize. It's a bit weird, but maybe she's not so bad after all.
Nah, she's alright. It's that sort of thing, like, story-wise, it's like you kinda meant to be giving her a hard time at this point. Kinda. It's sort of like... What's the best way to put it? As, from our point of view, as we're watching it, like, we know she's got other stuff going on. So us, as the viewer, in her story, know that she's nice. We know that, but from the Phantom Thieves aspect, from their point of view, no, she's intruding. They would be rude to her, they would be aggressive, all that kind of thing. So Morgana pointing that out, completely on point. Completely on point. It's like, we know, they don't. Simple as that. Anyway, wardrobe.
Hey!
Yeah, play a little. Changes with the season. Oh, that's clever. I like that one. Yeah, that's very clever. Because your wardrobe changes with the season. I mean, mine does anyway. I'm always changing my wardrobe. Costs a lot to buy a new wardrobe every so often, though. I want to get one with a mirror on the front. In Japanese schools, students change their wardrobe twice annually, in the summer and the winter, for comfort's sake. It's said that the practice originated in China during the Edo period. People were supposed to change their wardrobes 4 times a year.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, you can't figure it out. Right, we're gonna head over to Big... Ooh. But yeah, we want to head over to... Big Bang Burger. Don't know why I did it that way. But we should completely fail again. So, we'll fast forward for it. Big Bang Burger Challenge. Dude, what's it? Go, go, go. I like the tune. Yeah. It's quite nice.
Thank you very much.
It's completely welcome. Look at the rain on the windows. Oh, delightful. Question though. For those who were following along way back when we did the original Persona 5, is it noticeable how much more I'm enjoying this compared to previous? Royale has... I'm going to hold off complete judgment until the end, obviously, but so far it's like it is now corrected the mistakes, the issues that I had with the vanilla version. It's like, it's just, there's little bits here and there just add up and make it a much better game. It's like this, it is, as I've said previously, I very much, when Persona 6 comes around, I am waiting till the improved version comes out. Yeah, it's just, by the logic we've got going on like, the idea of why we're playing this, to see if the improved versions are what I want to do. Yeah, in future, we'll very much be waiting until the improved version. Right, so Persona 6. Let's see what let's try and think of like a title here. Because this is the thing, it's like, we had FES. I know. We had a FES and we had Portable. Portable made sense because it was portable. Golden, because Golden Week, all that type of stuff, Golden Hour and all that type of stuff to do with Persona 4. Persona 5 you got Royale. I mean, we know nothing about Persona 6, even if it exists, so we don't know. But let's try and come up with a name. Let's try and think of a name for what it could be, and we'll see how close we get. I'm just trying to think of something now. Not deluxe, something... Ooh, Like, I want to hear your suggestions as well, because it's sort of like, I want to see us come back to like this video in the future and be like, see, that person was right, or I could be right. I want to see if someone can guess it now, to be like, ha, it was called this. I'm gonna go with Persona 6, The Outbreak. That's my guess at what Persona 6's enhanced version will be called, The Outbreak. Like I said, let me know down below what you think it will be called. Just think of something. I'm going with The Outbreak. I'm going with The Outbreak.
All right.
What?
Is it just me? Or are there a ton of police here today? I got a job you could do. Want to hear more? Another psychotic breakdown. Oh, you mean how they're increasing security in Shibuya? The scum of society. Hurry up and arrest them. Oh dear. The 17th? Friday. One day away from Besco.
So, we meet again. But my, what murky weather we're having.
I love the rain, thank you very much.
Speaking of murky, there haven't been any new developments in the Phantom Thief incidents.
You know, I didn't finish my other train of thought. Yeah, again, is it obvious that I'm enjoying Royale compared to the vanilla version of the game? Is it obvious? Because it's like, I do feel like when I was going through vanilla, it's like around this point, you could just sort of detect me being like, whereas now it's like, yeah, more.
If they go so far as using calling cards to get attention, I doubt Madarame's case will be the last. What kind of target will they choose next? What do you think?
Think of having a drink, mate. A criminal, I would think. I'm having a drink.
The Phantom Thieves only target criminals, huh? Is that really true? Supposing it is, there are plenty of villains in the world. How do they choose who to go after? Oh, sorry. I'm getting lost in my own head. I have to stay on top of any Phantom Thieves activity due to what I said on the air. If you hear any rumors at school, I hope you can let me know.
Aw, for real? We didn't get anything?
God, they suck.
And we're going nowhere with this. Hey, can't we ask Miss President to change it up?
You mean change our target?
Just gotta show her justice to satisfy her, right? There are tons of shitty adults in this world. It's not like it matters who we're going after. She says this is for the students, but I bet it's just so she can go brag about it on college apps.
But that mafia's stealing money from kids. We can't just accept that. It doesn't matter who the target came from anymore.
An's right. We want to give courage to the weak. Isn't this the perfect target to accomplish that goal? They really have no talent.
Never thought it'd be this noisy if you weren't singing. Anyways, I'm sure we'll shut a catchy up if we pull this off, but...
That's exactly why we should do it.
It all comes down to intel in the end. If we don't start finding tips on that front, we'll never get any further than this.
There has to be someone who has what we need.
What about the media?
That's right. What about that journalist?
You mean the woman who was staking out Madarame's house?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about her! Didn't she give you her card?
The business card says Ichioku Ohoya of Maiza newspaper or something like that.
This is for a rather major publication.
Think we can trust her?
There's no other way.
Okay, let's contact her. Oh, yes. Thank you. He says our time's up. Should we extend it?
Happy hour's over, yeah? Come on, let's just go.
How wasteful.
Anyways, guess we just gotta wait for that journalist to email us back. Let us know ASAP when she responds. Got it?
Got it.
Hey,
You've been coming home late. I mean, not sticking your nose into other people's business. Me? Who told you? The chief's as sharp as ever, but it's more like we're the ones being dragged into things. Let's get some studying in.
now listen up.
I know I don't have much time, blah blah, study, yes.
Make sure your clothes
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. Where have you been? There we go. Lovely, lovely. Oh, and a lovely extra one, because it's raining. Man, that's really weird when I do that. It's like after the fact, I'm like, why did I do that?
Makoto?
There. Asking if you've made any lifestyle changes recently. Bought some new shoes, huh? I gave them a suitable enough answer, but is there some kind of issue at school? No, it's nothing. I'm sorry to worry you.
Hey.
You've been coming home late these days. I doubt you would do such a thing, but try to avoid wandering around Shibuya late at night. I've heard stories of girls your age throwing their lives away out there. Getting wrapped up in shady deals, blackmailed into sex work. Dude wants to record some videos. All the dots. Heard rumors about that as well. People have been mentioning it at school. These aren't mere rumors. I know of a few such cases. All the dots. Well, it should be nothing more for you to worry about. Just concentrate on your studies for now. You're unforgivable. Indubitably. The 18th, a Saturday. Yo, did that reporter get in touch with you yet? We only just emailed her the other day. Why are you so hasty? I don't know. I've been looking for info, but I can't find a damn thing. Only got 2 weeks left, man. So we're in a hurry. To be more precise, it's 10 days. We ain't gonna have much time, even if we start right after she responds. Looks like this battle will have to be a quick one then. We must also consider what we do in case she fails to respond entirely. Hey, don't jinx this. I'm merely discussing all the possible outcomes. Are you nervous about this? Nervousness will not help us solve anything at this point. Without the solution to our problem, I'll be much quicker to turn to panic. Wow, he's like some kind of philosopher. I think he's just an idiot.
Nijima-senpai, aren't you going to help me?
No.
You said you would keep it a secret, but rumors have started getting out. Wait, you didn't leak that information, did you?
Calm down. They're still targeting you?
Even that delinquent found out. He might try and threaten me too. Why is this happening to me? I can't afford to keep paying.
I found some clues regarding your incident. I just need you to wait a bit longer.
You're really gonna help? Everyone thinks you're just doing it for a letter of recommendation.
That is not true. My goal here is to protect the students of this school.
Please, please hurry.
Well then.
We'll just have to wait for any word. Let's just prepare the plan in the meanwhile. Yes. Sorry to bother you while you are expecting information from that journalist. However, do you remember that thread about the group of burglars in Shibuya? It seems the one who posted about his brother is a student at my school. And so after some prodding, I was able to pry a few more details out of him. Oh right, I was actually wondering about that. Didn't sound like they had anything to do with the mafia we've been chasing. Indeed. Now, I was able to ascertain his brother's name. It's Kazuya Makagami? I think that's it. Dude, it's freaking crazy that someone involved in that shit goes to your school. Nice going, Yusuke. And you even found the name of the guy we're looking for. That was super awesome. All we gotta do now is punish him in mementos. This burglar guy isn't gonna be near as scary as the mafia. He's just a plain dude, right? We'll show him what being a Phantom Thief's really about. It seems we are unanimous then. We can further discuss the details at the hideout. We have our target. We also have the mafia to deal with too, so make sure the timing's right. Anyway, let's all meet up at the hideout when you're ready. Request received!
Hey!
Shouldn't you tell the others about the target and mementos? No, I shouldn't. I've got things to do. What are your plans? I'm in Shibuya watching people. I'll be in the station for a while, so let me know if something comes up. Just ain't gone home yet. Doesn't say anything about like the confidence stuff in terms of persona, so it's like we're alright for now. I see. I'll be in the underground passage. Don't miss me. Because we're just starting up at this point, aren't we?
Hello.
Ah, Ren. This station is always full of people. It serves as the perfect spot for people watching. By the way, do you have any business here? I came to see you. You must have a wealth of free time if that is your decision.
May I get a word in?
I would like to speak with you. This may be a good opportunity to deepen my bond with Yusuke. Ren, do you have time? Let's talk.
Yes.
Do you remember how I mentioned my need to understand the heart? Well, I am having a hard time grasping it. How will I be able to reach the truth of pure beauty? Ren, what should I paint to capture the contents of the heart? Mementos. I see. Mementos. The desire that emanates from the palace is the root of humanity. Incredible. You honestly have a unique perspective on things.
Okay.
With that destination in mind, let us make haste. That's why we're going in the mementos. We should head over, like, to my place. We're going to make some haste, right?
Oh.
This distorted realm teeming with shadows. The physical embodiment of the desires of the human heart. The same thing which brought forth the beauty of the Sayuri can also create such morbid fabrications. But I actually find that aspect to be quite fascinating. The heart is akin to an abyss. Now, regarding the source of my slump, I actually have an idea. In that other dimension, I saw the perversion of Madarame's heart. At the moment, the heart realm I had so much faith in was distorted by greed and unchecked desires. That is when the true ugliness of the world became clear to me. And from that point forward, my brush has been stayed by crippling hesitation. Does pure beauty truly exist? And if so, can hands tainted by Madarame's depravity capture it? Considering such intense questions only serve to distance me from reality. Doubt filled my mind. I struggled to find a reason to move my brush again. And honestly, I still have yet to discover a suitable answer.
What is the matter?
Have you been overcome by an urge to paint? Give me your brush. Please do not rush me. I only need a little more time. The lingering uncertainty present in this palace seems to be sharpening my senses. I feel a revelation approaching. Yes. Inspiration has struck. That must be it. Such brilliant composition. Ah, my heart races. Oh, bloody hell. How inelegant. You wish to carry out your distorted will, foolish shadow.
Let's go.
I shall cut you down for interrupting my work. Indubitably.
Let's go.
Let's go. Mabufu. They're probably frozen. Let's go with another Mabufu.
Go down.
Bum, 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 bum. Uh-oh. It done blowed up. That's gonna take out the other two, right? Oh dear. A bonus! And a blank card. Ba-bum-ba-bum-ba-dum.
It seems I've become too passionate. I'm glad you were here. You have my thanks. You're like Theo.
What? What? You caught me.
I worry that you may not get what I mean. It was a figure of speech. I was referring to Van Gogh's brother, Theo. Van Gogh did not achieve fame in his lifetime, but found an admirer and supporter in his brother.
Thanks.
Well, there aren't many who are willing to deal with my eccentricity. By the way, what's in your hand? A card?
It's the blank card the shadow dropped.
Whenever I see blank paper, I have the urge to draw something on it. May I? Impossible. Good. What? A satisfactory result. What do you think? Not bad, wouldn't you say? Soon enough, my slump will be a thing of...
Recarm!
My picture turned into a real skill card?
That's an amazing power.
Indeed. Would you mind helping me further? If I can overcome this slump, I should be able to aid our group like earlier. Perhaps even more so. I know. Why don't we act as the thieves we are and strike a deal?
It's a deal.
Great. I promise your returns will be well worth your cooperation.
I can sense Yusuke's trust in me.
Multiple cards were discovered among your belongings, replicas of the same design. I don't have a clue how these cards were used, but someone proficient in the arts was close to you. What were you having this person do?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Emperor persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Card duplicate allows Yusuke to duplicate card skills. That could be very, very good. I mean, obviously it will be. Duplication. You can now ask Yusuke to use his duplication ability to make new copies of skill cards. To copy a skill card, give Yusuke a blank card, and the card you want to copy. Both cards will be available for you to pick up the next day. The blank card will be transformed to create a new skill card. Yusuke will return both the new and original cards to you. Blank cards can be obtained from searching objects in mementos. Try to find as many as you can.
We've done enough for today. I've completed a rough sketch. I'll finish this back at the dorm. I'll contact you once it's done.
Doom-ba-doom-doom, doom-ba-doom-doom.
I'm in your debt.
Thank you for all your assistance today. You helped me discover some truly wonderful inspiration. I must say, I never expected my art skills would ever prove useful for the Phantom Thieves. I have to hold my end of the deal, so I'll perform to the best of my ability. You need only ask. Thanks. I should be the one thanking you. Without your help, I could not have finished today's piece. Now, should be heading back. Have to apply the finishing touches as soon as possible. For the first time in a long while, my brush will dance again.
See you.
Farewell. See, now I want to get Persona.